What's good? It's your girl Amani Caesar. Smoke.
Boy, Dre, they forever, baby.
Brian James, Director 70 times 7.
Man, it's your boy, Artist.
The girl Tasha's name. Girl named Masam.
It's Young Spook, one half back in business podcast.
Era, the Gap 2 Diva.
Are you Milan? Here, Milan.
It's your girl, Flaming Gina.
This Auntie P again.
Boy, Lou.
Ebony, aka Ebony with an I. I'm from the Big Head Radio Show, and I'm
With the King Teeth Network, huh?
What's good? It's your boy King T from the King T Network, and we are at location, specifically the Westside Production Studio. Shout out to this guy, Greggy Westside. Yes, sir. You can follow them at Westside Productions on IG, right?
Yes, sir.
You can follow them, and you can check out their website at westsideproductions.media, correct?
Yes, sir.
Check that out, and you can check out these amazing interviews right now. You can get those numbers up crazy without nobody even noticing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just throw a couple marketing and some audios in different industries and stuff, they'll just start listening just because of those. And then them numbers will be crazy. But YouTube is just so hard. So now that I got YouTube going, it's like, I got to keep that.
Put you all into it.
You know what I'm saying? Because the YouTube, they transfer straight to the podcast for
Right,
the
right.
audio joint. But it's the King TV Network. We are back.
Oh,
we
he was
talking
filming.
business. But
I didn't even know.
see,
You
he still ain't ready.
You did it real slick, man. You like to catch that real conversation.
Yeah, got to.
That's hard.
But it's the King TV Network. If you don't know, now you know. He was number one. He was number one. I'm sweating because I had to make sure I do this right. We got M Stacks in the motherfucking building.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Listen, it do hit different, man, when you number one.
Well, you number one. Period. Point blank. Go to the. You got your lighter.
I got the lighter. I got the lighter.
When we, the crazy part is, right, so the King TV Network, 2 years old, but before it was the King TV Network, I was actually interviewing M Stacks for Couch Talk.
Yep.
I was actually interviewing for Couch Talk, and if y'all really know the story, shout out Coop, shout out 40, shout out, some big names in the city.
All my guys, man.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I got to get Stacks on the couch. We got to do that. But situations was happening. I was transitioning. And we shot the interview, and I ain't put it out for like 3-4 months.
You're going through puberty over here, ain't you?
I know, right? You mind handing me that for me? Hit me hard, I guess. But no. And I held it. And then I was going back to school. Shout out to how I meet at school. I was learning everything, how basically we just set this all up right here. And I was like, man, shout out to my old lady, my ex-old lady. She was like, man, you should just call it your name. She dead ass was just like, I already went by King Teeth. I was already hosting. She was like, you should just call it your name and just make it a network.
King Teeth Network.
And then boom, 3 months later, I'm like, damn, just change the name and revamp it, and I'm dropping with M Stacks, and boom, we drop with M Stacks, and the rest is history.
Use your government name, man. We all seen Ted Turner do it, man.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So why not?
It's more authentic, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's more you.
Mm-hmm.
But M Stacks, man, it's been 2 years, literally. How you been, man?
I'm good, man. I was living in Atlanta last time you interviewed me. I'm back in the city, man. I'm back in the mix. Well, really, I never left. I was always in the mix.
Facts.
I was just in Atlanta with it.
Facts.
But now I'm back, man. Just dropping these EPs with these different artists. Still doing the radio here in the city, 95.9. And I'm still pushing, independent artist music on Shade 45, man. That's like the biggest radio station in the world, man. Listen, T, it do hit different when you DJ on one of the biggest radio stations in the world, man.
On the niggas.
Yeah.
And you really, have stayed consistent, have been able to grow, build relationships, keep relationships.
No, for sure.
What do you... I mean, your pops is still here,
Yeah, he still manages me.
You the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, what I feel like, is how you make it in this industry. Uh-oh. We might have to cut that part out.
I hope nobody doing it. I might have to make a phone call.
Or 2. Come on. But consistency, man, and consistently staying loyal to your people. What do you attest that to?
You know, just authenticity, you know, and like my whole mission statement from the beginning was to help independent artists, or just to help people in general. I feel like that's my overall mission in life. But as far as music goes, you know, to help independent, unsigned artists get to that next level, whatever that next level may be. So it never changed. Even when I started producing for like the major artists, when I started doing records for Currency and Bun B and Boldy James and all those people, it still never changed. It was all about breaking the next new talent, and specifically the ones in my city. That was going to be the first ones, you know, that I want through the door. So that's why even when I DJ on Shade 45, I make it a point. Like, yes, it's a Midwest-based show for that whole hour that I DJ on. Well, the show is 2 hours, and it's all Midwest music. But I make sure when I DJ on there, it's 98% Cleveland artists, because that's what's most important to me. That's what matters to me the most, you know?
I love that, man. And you don't just say it. Like, you do it. Like, this is for real. You can check the IG. You can check the stat books. Like, you could check the credits. Like, you are really in it with the Cleveland artists, man. Like, where did that love come from?
I guess being an artist myself when I first started, like, as a kid, you know what I mean?
Did we talk about that the first time?
I don't think we ever did, man. You know, I really don't talk about
it.
Ever in interviews, but yeah, I used to be an artist, you know, when I was young, when I was like a teenager and stuff like that. I used to have a group, we used to be called The Wrong Guys. And we used to be featured on all the different blogs and shit. I call it the blog era. So like 2000.
You did speak on the blog era.
Yeah, I feel like 2007 to like 2012, that was like the blog era. So we was like on all the different blogs and stuff like that. But the group never really worked out. But I was always producing music before then. I just tried the group shit, was rapping a little bit, but never really stuck with it. But production is what always really stuck. But I always understood the standpoint of an artist from being in that group. You know what I mean? And even being younger than that, like before I even tried to produce music, you know, when I was, you know, 12, 13 years old, it was rapping first, because that's free before you get any type of equipment. So obviously I tried that first. So I understand the mindset of an artist, and I understand the struggles they may deal with, especially being independent. So I put that first, you know, with what I do.
So what all do you do? Because, I mean, the list is long.
Yeah, so I'm a DJ.
Yes.
You know, I spin on the radio, different
radio
stations.
DJ and club DJ.
And club DJ.
And performance DJ. Because I want you to break it down to these motherfuckers, because you really like that.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, if you know who Boldy James is, he signed to Griselda Records, West Side Gun.
Oh, he signed to Griselda?
He signed to Griselda.
I didn't know that. That's hard.
Yeah,
I knew he was lit anyway.
Yeah, for sure. So, and prior to that, he had to deal with Nas. But, yeah, you know, I was his official DJ, official tour DJ. We did multiple tours together. We toured with Royce the 5'9", DJ Premier. We did shows with Nas. We did shows with Future before. You know what I mean? Big shit. But yeah, so I'm a tour DJ. I'm also a mixtape DJ. What else?
Cause you dropping these EPs. You dropping
all. So as a producer. So I'm a producer. I make beats for all types of artists on all different levels, but like I said, my main focus at this point right now is doing these EPs for independent artists. You know what I mean? I've done EPs for Boldy James. I did a whole EP with Big 40. I'm on my second EP right now with Rudabang. We about to drop our third one, man. Free Rudabang.
Free Ruda, man, because he gotta come back and get on the show.
Yeah,
we was talking about it like 3 times.
Yeah,
then he was gone.
The first tape, the first EP that me and Rudabang put out, I was actually living in Atlanta. He came to Atlanta.
That's crazy.
To do the EP with me. It's called Business Transaction Part 1, and we just dropped Part 2 right before he got locked up. And who else, man? I'm dropping an EP with this artist named UFO Feed. He recently signed to Fat Joe.
Okay.
So that's big. We actually dropping it as a limited release vinyl.
Wow.
Yeah. So the last artist I did a limited release vinyl with was this artist named the Guy Fahim out of Atlanta. We did like 300 or 400 actual vinyl albums, and we sold out. I mean, most of our sales are overseas, but you know. Niggas living like that, man. Niggas got fans overseas.
Come on the niggas. That's real.
Listen, I'm going to keep it 55th Street, man. It do hit different when you got fans overseas, T.
Come on.
You know?
Come on. It do hit different.
telling you, man.
But you put the grind in, you put the work in, you built the relationships.
Yeah,
man.
man.
And I think that's what's really circling like through your career, man. It just, to me, it's just relationships. Let's keep building. Let's keep working.
Yeah, a lot of artists don't understand that grind though. A lot of artists, especially, I wanted to talk on. I'm glad I came on this platform too, Teef. I want to talk about this because I feel like it's not talked about enough, man. A lot of artists don't understand my position and what it is I actually do.
Talk about that. Yeah.
A lot of artists want to tap in and work with me, but don't understand my position and how it is I'm supposed to move to help them. You know what I mean? Like, you got Mind Dog that come on here. A lot of shouts out to Mind Dog, but it's like, I was pushing his music for the longest, producing it, taking it to the radio, and he flipped on me one day. He's like, oh, man. He's like, oh, you played this song. It's not even out yet. I get it. It's not even out yet. But, bro, I'm trying to pipe you up. I'm playing it on Shade 45. This shit need to be out now. That's all I'm saying. And if you don't want me to spin it no more, then just say that. But he was upset. Like, bro, my job is to help you. Why are you upset with me? That's the part that I don't. And it's not just mine.
It's
other artists. It's other
on
artists like that.
situations,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I fuck with his music. I'm actually, you know what I mean? I'm actually tapped in. I really do fuck with it.
Heavy, me too.
But,
heavy.
you know, it's just people. Listen, man. Artists don't. These new artists, they don't remember the DJ K Slay era. They don't remember. You know what I mean?
So speak
Niggas-
on that. What? Because they
Listen,
might not have even seen it.
They don't remember DJ Clue or like DJ Who Kid taking exclusive 50 Cent records to the radio before they even drop, just to pipe that record up even more. You know what I mean? To create more
buzz.
More buzz for when it drops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Taking
of course,
that and running with
every
it.
DJ want to be that DJ with the exclusives and shit like that. And I could understand from the artist perspective, like, damn, bro, I don't want there's flies in here and shit, man. We got to get one of them sticky fly
We
tracks
definitely
and shit,
do.
man. It'll look mad like hood, but it's okay. Them bitches work though.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We gotta go to Home
We
Depot
still
for this.
thugging people. I know we number one, but we still thugging.
It's
all right?
summertime too, and we got the door open. So
Facts.
that's what it is, though. But I almost lost my train of thought. I'm saying though, so a lot of artists don't remember that era. Like they don't
DJ
remember,
Clue,
like
yeah.
you know.
Jay Slay,
But like I was saying, like I understand the artist perspective of like, man, this record ain't out yet. I don't want people to hear it. You
Yeah.
know, they might steal my idea. That's cool. Then just say that. But don't have a problem with me for doing my job. I didn't steal the record. You gave me the record, bro. I'm finna play this shit, bro, to pipe you up because I really fuck with the movement. But a lot of artists don't understand that, man.
And this has nothing to do about mine, because mine's amazing, and I love mine. But I get what you're talking about when it comes to
I was just using
artists,
that as an example.
And it comes to perspective when it comes to working with the industry. Because they even do that with me. It's like, I can do what I do, but you got to let me do what I do.
Exactly.
And that's
trust the process. That's all.
Please
And we gonna work together.
And we gonna work together. That's 100%.
That's it.
And we're never trying to do anything to harm the artist,
No.
especially in our own city. That makes no sense. So, with that being said, how do you maneuver through the industry, working with different new artists, and them going from nobody to actually having some buzz now? Because that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
When they actually get some buzz and they forget who was helping them on that
Okay.
buzz.
Okay, yeah. A lot of people bring that up. Like, damn, man, how do you deal with that shit, man? Because I'll be mad or you should sign these artists to this type of agreement to where they listen. I don't want to force anybody to work with me. This is what artists do though. They come to me when they need me, and it's normally early in their career. And I'm cool with that because that's part of my job. I help artists find that sound, that definitive sound that's going to help them stand out and make it to that next level. And of course, that is going to take place early on in their career. They don't owe me anything after that. You know, I charge for what I do. I'm not doing none of this for free. You know what I mean? But I understand my position. It's going to be my help is going to be needed early on in their career. Once I help them get to that next level, they off and running. I don't care if they fucking send me a Christmas card or nothing like that. They know what time it is. Like, for instance, Doughboy, like I worked with him early on in his career. I never expected to produce another song for Doughboy.
Really? So you
but-
don't even expect it after they get past.
listen,
and I've heard this before.
Doughboy, I used to see Doughboy all the time when they used to DJ at the Agora. I mean, not the, I'm sorry, even the Agora, but when
But
they
it was
used to
the
Kamikaze. He used to be there all the time, and he was consistent. He always used to perform, and every time he used to see me and give me his music, he used to introduce himself to me every time he seen me.
Real shit.
And I ended up, I fuck with that. I like that
That's
energy.
heavy.
I'm like, yo, I'm about to produce a song for you. And he came by the studio, and I gave him I'm like, bro, I feel like you a star, Doughboy. I feel like, this trap shit is cool, but you bigger than that. I feel like you should make songs for the ladies. And the song we did was kind of in that direction. And he went back to making his normal
He wasn't
type of
ready.
music. No,
But
which is
it
fine.
started
Which is fine.
it something.
But I heard his new record
Yep.
on the radio with Dej Loaf, and
Yep.
I'm like, I feel like he listened.
Eventually.
Listened. Real shit, man. I feel like he listened.
And that should feel good to us.
Yeah, for sure.
And sometimes in our position, it does come off like, damn, I wish I was the one who made that record, or damn, I wish I was in that. But it's like, you are so good with who you are that doesn't bother you.
No.
Other people's success should never bother you.
No.
So how do you get in the mindset where I know I'm where I'm supposed to be at in my career and helping my position? And when they take off, man, congratulations. And I'm keep doing
I
me.
never been in this for like a big payout at the end of the day. Like, man, I just want an artist to pop off and I could just make millions and millions of dollars. It's fine. It's gonna come. I'm not really tripping on that shit. I'm more so paying attention to my journey in life and my whole goal, which is to help artists. Like I said, I'm not doing it for free, but I'm also not having like the type of ulterior motives to where like, I want to get super rich. No, that's cool. That's cool. As long as my job is fulfilled at the end of the day and I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to do, that's fine. You know what I mean? But the next step is to have an artist of my own, though. So that's coming. That's what the whole Connected Everywhere brand is about, and that's why I've been dropping these different EPs and shit like that with different artists. I am looking for an artist assigned to my imprint. You know what I mean? I feel like, honestly, Boldy James is probably the closest thing to that. Other than that, it's like Rudabang. You know what I mean? That's why we're on our third EP. You know what I mean?
Rudabang's a star.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be producing
Stay
for
out
him if
them
he was.
streets, boy.
Would it be like that? You know what I mean?
I know.
But that's another reason
And that's how
why.
you know he's a real star, though, because he
For
really
sure.
just can't leave it alone right now.
Nah, for sure, man. Free Wi-Fi, man. But that's another reason why I also can't put all my eggs in one basket
Real
either.
shit.
Like, I have to produce for Rudabang, and I also got to produce for 40. That's why I push 40 extra hard. 40 is Big 40 is a star too.
Absolutely, 10,000 Brings.
You know?
Shout out to Big 40. And what was his what was that last one? Kings. It was something with King in it.
Who you talking about?
That his one of his last projects. Man, that last project, Brains on the Wall. Shout out to that song. That song was hard.
That's the one with the big crowd in the background on the cover.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the tape. My bad, 40 man. You didn't drop like a million projects.
Man, you've been dropping, boy. That one was fire.
Something for King.
Something
There's
for
4 in it.
Yeah.
The number 4 is definitely in it.
It was. I'll look it up right now because I was listening to it.
Man.
But
I'm on there though. I did 2 tracks on there.
You did 2 tracks.
Me and Sleepy Zach did a joint on there.
Shout out to Sleepy.
And then I did a joint by myself on there.
It's right here.
Do No Wrong.
Albert King. Yep.
That's what it's called?
Yep. Albert King.
Oh no, this ain't the one I was talking about. See, he dropped another one.
Man, he drops.
I'm not on this one. I did some on the other one.
He a king for sure. But man, keep working, 40. I appreciate you, man. You definitely was on Couch Talk.
And you know what's crazy is I met 40. This is how I know 40 be grinding, bro. I met 40 is from Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland. I met 40 in Atlanta.
Wow.
On some random shit. You know what I mean? And I've been my little homie ever since, man.
Real shit.
You know?
And he moved to Charlotte. He ain't even moved to Atlanta.
He moved every year someplace
different.
different,
Man, he got to.
man.
Because he be grinding. I love it. So, I want to talk about, you've been managed by your pops since I knew you. But you've been managed by your pops since the beginning, right?
Yeah, since the beginning. I got another manager too, but my pops has been the main one since the beginning.
And how has that relationship been growing and evolving as your career has grown and evolved?
It's been cool, but it's also been the same. You know what I mean? My manager only take 10%, man. That's my dad. Besides that, he gonna give me the best advice possible because he cares the most. It's my pops, man. You know what I mean? What happened to me, low key happens to him.
Yeah.
You know, it affects him. So, but I got another manager too. Shouts out Louis. You know what I mean? I feel like My pops is the one who deal with the more day-to-day type stuff. Said deal with the more high-profile type situations. Like, I feel like the last administrative work he had to do was I produced a song for GMO Stacks and Lil Double O.
Wow.
Called Gang Members. Yeah. So, you know, he facilitated that deal. But other than that, man, that's my pops, man. And, you know, my pops used to manage Boldy James, too, back in the day, man.
Wow.
You know, for sure.
I gotta get your pops on here, man.
Hey,
You
man.
got a whole history.
Hey, man, your pops got a whole history,
Facts.
man. We
That's
remember
good.
jeans and Moet, man. I was at jeans and Moet with my Averax on and my two-tone do-rag. Fuck you talking about, man?
For real.
Mhm.
So tell me this, what's your favorite song you produced, and what is your favorite show you DJ'd at?
All right, favorite song I produced is probably this song called Home Team for Boldy James.
Home Team.
I
feel like
don't know, just because of what was going on in my life at the time. I was like just going through a lot. I feel like Boldy was going through a lot. I think he just caught a case. It was just, I don't know, it was a lot of tension and stress in the air. And just the sound of the record is real dark, but it's melodic. But also, like, one of my other favorite records is this record called Like I Am for this artist named Ritz. He used to be signed to Strange Music. He used to be signed to Tech 9. But he's this white dude out of Atlanta, man. But it's probably one of my more successful records. Like, we got millions and millions of hits on that one. Like, that's probably like, if we gonna talk about money in this game, I probably seen the most money off that song. If not that one song, then just like the songs in general that I did for Ritz. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah,
'cause
for
he
sure.
He be eating.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Man.
You got me hip to him.
Yeah.
And yeah.
He coming back to Cleveland too, man. He got a show coming up at in Lakewood somewhere, you
Real
know.
shit.
But that's my guy, man. You know.
So how do you, so the brand, Connected Everywhere.
Connected.
You were saying that 2 years ago when I was with you.
Yeah.
You've been saying that for years.
Yeah, it
but
don't
you're
stop.
really making it a brand, a label. What's the future hold for Connected Everywhere, and where did it start?
Where did this start, and what's the future for it, man? I mean, Connected Everywhere. I'm going out the same way that I came in, man. I feel like I came up with Connected Everywhere. I think I was on tour one time. I was on the road. We was in this conversion van. My pops was there. I had my tour manager there, Will, and I was just explaining to how, like, most situations like that got to do with hip hop in Cleveland. And I think when I said this, it was like 2011. I was like, if it's involving hip hop and it's in the city of Cleveland, then I'm involved to some degree or another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was DJing everywhere at the time, and I was producing for a lot of people that was connected to a lot of shit. So I was like, the only thing I can call my shit is Connected Everywhere.
Real
That's the
shit.
only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I just ran with it and just stuck with it, man. And the first EP that we ended up putting out under Connected Everywhere was a project with I did a project with this artist from Chicago named Scooter Chose. That did okay. I feel like sonically that set like the bar for like where I needed to be, you know, like musically what my shit needed to sound like. Even the artwork and everything. But the next one after that, I really hit him hard with the Boldy James project. It was
Under the label. Wow. That's beautiful,
under
man.
Connected Everywhere.
Connected Everywhere.
And the
I
crazy
love
part
it.
about that is I was able to drop it under Connected Everywhere, even though he was signed to Nas.
Wow.
Like, they was cool with it. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
So imagine that. You know what I mean? Imagine, like, yeah, you know how many streams and shit Boldy James get. Imagine that shit, being able to drop that shit under your imprint.
Come on.
You know,
That's
being
real
that, like, new of a
relationships.
company and shit like that, you know? Motherfuckers trust me, man. Motherfuckers in the industry trust me, and independent artists trust me. They trust my vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, nah. I can't trip about, like, an artist, like, forgetting about me later on down the line. You don't need me then, and that's fine. I'm not in this for that, man. Let me serve my purpose, and we could part ways.
Wow.
But that's one thing I do fuck with about Ritz, though. Ritz has probably been the main one that, like, stayed tapped in
Wow.
the whole time. You
Real
know what I mean?
shit.
I would probably have beats on every single Ritz album if I just submitted that often. I just don't. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I like to work with artists one-on-one in the studio. Ritz is more so like, let me keep it
Submit
real.
what you
He like a recluse. He stayed to himself. He like a hermit. He stayed by himself. He listened to beats. He writes to them alone. And that's cool. And
Real shit.
to be honest with you, sometimes I really don't, I'm not too fond of that process. It's fine, but like I'm a more hands-on type nigga. But he still tap in. Every time he see me, he like, bro, I need beats. I need beats. So,
Real shit.
you know.
It seems like you still love it. Do you still love it?
Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah.
course. I mean, it's all I know.
It's hard, man.
It's all
This shit is not.
Listen,
Shit is not easy, bro.
This all I know how to do. I gotta love it, bro.
Right.
I can't go get no job, bro.
Right. You've never.
I
never
never worked
to.
one,
You
bro.
never had to.
Even if I worked at McDonald's or Burger King or some shit like that, they gotta start me at a fucking basic ass position because I don't know. I'm gonna have to be cleaning up the bathroom or some shit because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even understand the concept of a fucking pay card, Teeth. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where we at with it, bro. I have to do this. I gotta stay true to my mission, and I'm not gonna question it, man.
Yeah.
You know, because it feels right, and you know, that's just where we at with it, man.
Love it, man. Well, man, this was number whatever, but he was number one.
I'm trying to tell you,
like
man.
he was number one. Flat out, that is the history of the King Chief Network. I don't give a fuck how you flip it, turn it around. I don't care how many interviews I did before, after he was number one. I dropped him and the King Chief Network was made. Like, that's what happened.
Listen, man, we set the wave, man.
We set the tone, man, and I appreciate you. And the thing about it is, the tone has been set to be consistently yourself. And that's what you set. And 2 years later, we are still at that same, and that's what, to me, defines a real nigga.
For sure.
Even Mott said it.
What
To even bring it back to Mott. He was like, every time I see you, you the same person. That's how I know you a real nigga.
Hey.
Even if you a fuck nigga. If you the same fuck nigga every single time, I can't be mad at you for who you are.
Nah.
You are who you are.
Why you had to tap me extra hard when you said that fuck nigga shit?
Because we know fuck niggas. You know we know fuck niggas in this industry.
Nah.
That we gotta laugh and joke with.
Nah, for sure, man.
But
for sure.
to be with real people, man, and to build with them and to continue to build with them is a beauty to me.
Nah, for sure. You know what's something else I want to do, man, I ain't really tapped into yet? I be feeling real fucked up about it. Like, I be watching these movies on Tubi and like Amazon Prime. And, like, my music ain't in none of this shit. And I know it's to my doing because it's like, damn, I ain't tapped in with none of these niggas. But that's what I'm trying to say, though. Like, Johnny, I need to tap in with Johnny Film, man, because I be watching
right
this
here on the
shit.
King Chief Network, we gonna make that shit happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you know, dog.
Yes,
like,
sir.
help me connect the dots because, like, I do a lot of music for Cleveland artists.
Yeah.
That's what I represent.
Yeah.
So I be feeling like, damn, like, low-key left out. Like, left off Bad and Bougie and shit. Like,
But you, come
I gotta
on,
be
hey,
young,
R&B
man.
take off. But look, that is a move that you should make.
No,
that
for
is
sure.
that is an industry you can have some success in for sure.
Yeah.
So to say that with the King Chief Network, man, I can only be honored, man, and thank you because we gonna make that happen.
Hey,
I'm gonna
let's
call
do it.
Johnny today.
Please
I'm definitely
do,
gonna shoot him
man.
a text though for sure.
Yeah, man.
Because he always got movies coming and you always got music coming.
That's what
So that's
I'm
a great partnership
saying,
right
man.
there. But before this time out, man, it's called Get It Off Your Chest. You know what the fuck this is,
Get
man.
off the chest.
It basically, before we see you again, and it can't be 2 years, man, what do you need to tell these folks, these people, man, either your supporters, either your haters, anybody, man, get it off your chest real quick.
Hey, man, say, man. I mean, to that, I don't know, man. I don't really think I have haters, man. You know what I mean? Even like the people that say they dislike me, man, I think they really like me. And I don't know. I'm probably not putting enough effort in to be their friend or some shit like that.
Facts.
I really don't think
Facts.
I have haters.
That be
man.
what it is.
But I fuck with everybody though. Be the thing, man.
Yeah.
But I will say this, man. I got an EP dropping with Marquis Strom. You know what I mean?
sure.
Make sure y'all follow Marquis Strom.
Oh, shout out Marcus.
Yeah, for sure. I got an EP dropping with Blue Smoke. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all follow Blue Smoke. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna say
That's
it's
a female,
coming.
ain't it?
It's actually a trans artist, dog.
Shout out to that. I feel like I just followed her. So I followed. I don't know her pronoun. Their pronoun. So
I don't know either, man. I'm keeping it real. I fuck with Blue Smoke though.
That-
Blue Smoke
facts.
music hard. That's all I
Facts.
can say.
Period, point blank.
The EP is out now. You know, it's called Gangsta Blue. I
Oh.
produced the whole thing. It's hard. It's like some, you know what I mean? I don't even know. It's different though. It's low key on some drill shit. It's different.
where can they follow you?
Follow me on Instagram, mstacksonline. Follow me on Twitter, just mstacks. And yeah, man, we out here, man. King
Connected
T.
everywhere.
Connected
motherfucker.
everywhere, man.
Get hip.
Yes, sir.
It is the King TV Network. We out here. Peace. Hey, what is it? August 25th.
August 25th, man. We doing M-Stacks Mania. We can't forget about that,
M-Stacks Mania.
Listen, man. We got LTB Pedro performing, Eddie Road J performing. We got Name J performing, and we got
Tootsie
performing.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
This is one of them you don't want to miss. August